Ladies and Brigades, welcome to PixelCulture. The best fucking podcast you've ever heard. You just don't know it yet.
You just don't fucking know it yet.
Fucking know it. We can say fuck on the show, and nobody gets mad at us. I'm a Mystic, and joining me today...
Staying styling.
Hasu.
Jellyfish.
Super fucking fast jellyfish.
The artist
Super
formerly
motherfucking
known...
fast, lonely jellyfish.
Artist formerly known as...
The artist for... I like that better.
I gotta have my name changes every week.
Alright, we got a few things to talk about today. Spider-Man has made his debut in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and it gave me the biggest boner I have had since Deadpool.
Was that was his costume is the one where he has like Deadpool's eyes, right? Like
Yeah,
old school
they
Spider-Man.
close and open like in a kind of a weird way.
Who's actually doing the actual movie production, right? It's not Marvel alone. It'd be who else?
It's Marvel. It's just
Well, no,
it's Marvel.
Deadpool wasn't just Marvel. Deadpool was 21st Century Fox.
Yeah,
I don't
and
know.
probably Avi Arad because he was the guy
It's
was
Marvel.
way behind.
It's Marvel
Spider-Man.
Studios. The directors are the Russo brothers. The same
No,
guys.
but there's got to be another big backer, I guarantee it.
Avi
I don't
Arad.
know. I'd have to look that up.
Would you not assume Sony had some sort of play in that?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Well,
if Sony's involved in that type of aspect, then I don't know what this conversation is going to work out. But I would say
Sony's getting paid to let Marvel use Spider-Man, pretty much.
It's their
Right?
fucking
It's their own character. Well, Sony paid to own the rights to Spider-Man.
And this is what movie?
This is Captain America: Civil War. The trailer just barely came out.
Who did the Captain America movies before? Like the first one?
Disney.
I don't
Well,
remember
it was
the first
Marvel
one.
Disney owns Marvel. But Disney had no involvement with Deadpool.
Well, that was Fox.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. But Disney still got paid because they own
Well, it's
Marvel.
probably Disney then, because Disney owns Marvel Studios, and Marvel Studios is the one that's doing Captain America: Civil War.
They're the ones that did all the other Captain America movies. That's why I don't like the first one's okay.
It was all right for what it was. It was weird,
but
seeing
for an
Chris
Origins
Evans.
movie, they should have done way better.
But no, okay. All the other Spider-Man movies were done by Sony. The Tobey Maguire movies were Sony Pictures releases. The Amazing Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield were Sony Pictures releases. This is the first time that Spider-Man is back in Marvel's.
Yeah, it looks
True
like Marvel
hands.
is the only creative properties producing this movie. I'm pretty sure they're being backed by Disney.
Oh yeah, well
But
that's where they
it
get
doesn't
their
seem
money
like they
now.
do have like a secondary production company with
And
it.
that's great. I
He
mean,
looks
they
like-
can
No,
do
I'm with
better
you.
shit.
Like,
But-
that's why I'm so surprised Deadpool turned out as good as it did. But that's why it wasn't done by Disney.
Well,
It was done
Fox
by
didn't
21st
fuck with
Century
them.
Fox. They let them make Deadpool like you would want to make Deadpool.
Yeah.
So, and I guarantee Disney wouldn't have done that.
And maybe Fox is coming to their
Couldn't have
senses
done
now because the Fantastic Four movie. Have you seen that movie?
No, I didn't like the other Fantastic Four movies.
It's
so.
better. It's better than those ones. I think so. But there's like 3 parts to that movie, and each one feels like they're from different movies. It's weird as fuck. Like it starts out in a way, and then it goes completely different way in the middle, and then the ending, it feels like somebody else just like came in and was like, "Let me take my part too." And,
Is
yeah.
that right?
I don't know.
Honestly, to tell you the truth, the old Fantastic Four movies are kind of the reason why I don't like the Captain America movies. I don't think, in my opinion, you can play 2 heroes in a cinematic universe. I'm
He's
sorry, you just can't.
he's a million times better as Captain America
I know,
than
but
Johnny
it's
Storm.
just, you
But
lose
I
your
know
right
where-
to be Captain America when you're.
I know where you're coming from.
off
I don't
the
even
door.
think of those movies anymore.
I don't either.
All right, well, let's talk about how Spider-Man looked. Has everyone seen like?
I seen that clip of it. I didn't know that until tonight, so that's awesome. But
That's old school from the 50s, original fucking Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's a mixture.
30s.
It's a mixture of like modern and old school. And his eyes, like you could hear like mechanical noises when his eyes moved. So, sounds like Tony Stark gave him that fucking suit
Wait, is it a
because he's on Tony Stark's side.
Is it legit Spider-Man where it comes out of
Stark
his
introduced
skin,
him.
or is it like the? That's
See,
why I didn't
that's
like
the
Amazing
thing.
Spider-Man. I
That's
understand,
the thing.
but
The legit Spider-Man made his web shooters. The thing where Tobey Maguire had those things in his arm, that was
Yeah.
created just for those movies.
see, well, no, where he can shoot it out of his. No,
He
that's
created web shooters. I'm serious.
original
In
Spider-Man.
in the
in
60s.
yeah, the very first.
The very first.
He created it, and
made
then
his
some guy
own.
named Ben Reilly became Spider-Man. He was the Spider-Man.
Yeah, and then
but-
later, other Spider-Man have like the shit where his body actually creates the webbing.
The Spider-Man that I know, that's like, because they
But Peter
figured
Parker
no one,
wasn't
like,
the one
yeah.
that's had that. He made the web shooters.
Yeah, I like the one where it just makes it. The web shooter, I don't know, it's just kind of weird.
I know. I didn't like that idea either, but it kind of makes it a little more real.
It happens in
realistic.
comics, yeah.
Like,
Well,
you could
it always
invent
brought up
something.
scenarios of like breaking the web shooters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Well, nobody
It was
knows
always-
actually in this if he's going to have web shooters or if it's going to be part of his DNA.
Yeah, it didn't really show. It showed the
showed him
web,
do
but
web,
it didn't.
yeah.
But it didn't show it from him to the web. It just showed.
And
the
it
web
had
down.
the familiar like flip, like
Yeah.
sound effect. So that's cool. But there's definitely you can tell this Spider-Man apart from the other Spider-Man.
He's
Well,
tiny.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like-
the actor's 14 years old, man. 14 or 15 years old.
The Amazing Spider-Man is originally tiny as fuck. Like, he's a fucking, like, tweaker, skinny guy. Like,
Well, he's a kid. In like high school and shit.
14 in high school.
yeah. But he's
Really?
Yeah.
I was 14 in high school.
You were in 9th grade when you're 14. Well, I was.
I was in
Oh, I don't really think about it.
I know, it feels like so long ago, dude.
10 years ago.
Yeah.
You're like, my 10-year high school reunion was in August. Or November, or
Whoa.
something.
Well, not that.
How old are you, Wes?
31.
31?
Okay, so Captain America Civil War comes out May 6th. They haven't really revealed how big of a role Spider-Man's going to have in the movie, but he's on Tony Stark's side, and
Wait, okay, so who's on whose side? Because I couldn't
We're
see.
not gonna know. Truly, that's true. That's
it-
the spoiler of the movie.
it shows it
that's
in-
the movie.
Not to
no,
mention,
it
like,
shows it in the trailers.
And it shows it at the
Vaguely.
very tail end. So I
Vaguely.
would say he probably doesn't have a very big piece, but I would say it's probably a pivotal point in the movie.
And why is it they're fighting? Because I don't remember reading this
Because
in
the government wants to
It wasn't
control.
obvious.
I'm sure it was. But
The government
I
wants
just
to
never read it.
control the Avengers, which for some reason Tony Stark's like, all right, which you would think it would be Captain America. It would be like, all right,
Yeah,
and
'cause-
Tony Stark would be like, fuck you. But it's reversed for some reason. We don't know why yet, so that might be a good reason. But the Winter Soldier is Captain America's friend, and
Yeah,
like
Bucky.
he's doing shit that he doesn't know he's doing. He's being controlled, and the government wants to fuck him up. And Captain America's like, well, fuck you. Like he doesn't know he's doing shit.
okay.
It might help if I've actually said I never even watched the first Avengers. So I haven't. Like,
Oh,
I watched
dude,
the
you're
first
missing
Captain
out.
America, and that's
Yeah.
it. And I haven't watched much.
They
past
just
that.
get better and better from there.
I think the first Avengers is better than Age of Ultron. I like
It
Age
is.
of Ultron, I do. But
You
the
are
first
100% correct.
I haven't. I'll probably have to watch it. I like watching movies with people, and like lately, obviously, remember, like I said, like I've been gone for a while. Like I've been watching movies with Sarah, so she
Now's a good time to catch up.
Right.
They're
She
good
doesn't-
movies,
She
and they're
doesn't like
getting
superhero
better.
movies?
You
She
see
loved Deadpool, though.
right?
Yeah, she loved Deadpool though. But that was an anomaly, man. That's nothing. There's nothing quite like that.
That's true. Yeah.
Like
Now
it
they're
was
gonna have a
kind
lot
of
to
like
live up to with the
action,
sequel.
comedy, romance, horror flick, all kind of rolled into one.
It's true. It's true, dude. They slapped it together, and it was so well done.
Like,
Getting
I was really
Fuck
happy
with
with
the
the turnout
strap
of
on.
that movie.
Fuck
Honestly,
with
it
the
makes
strap
me want to
on.
go see it again in actual 3D.
You get
Well-
fucked with the strap on?
Yes.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
All right, let's move on real quick. We will find out what Spider-Man will do when the movie comes out, though. I'm gonna go see this shit.
I probably gotta catch up.
There is a rumored release date for Final Fantasy 15. Finally,
Do you mind sharing this rumor?
this
Is that the one you guys had the beta for? Right? That's all
the
weird.
demo that we've been waiting.
Updated
since-
demo. Like who updates a demo?
Finally.
So like more like an action RPG, really. And like kind of like a Dark Souls.
It's weird, dude.
Zelda-esque.
It's kind of an
Yeah.
amalgamation of a lot of different genres. I'll have to show you another gameplay video.
I'm absolutely just...
There's
can't
stealth.
wait.
I
There's
thought you were
stealth
Final
elements.
Fantasy guy.
I love turn-based systems. I love old school tactics.
I do too, don't get me wrong.
Like,
Don't
I
get me wrong.
love 7, 8, 9, or 4, 5, and 6, or 1. Like,
I like
even 1.
10. Everybody hates
I do
10.
too.
I like
I've
10.
actually never played
was
10.
fun.
I've been trying to play 10. Did you have a
But-
PlayStation 2 memory
Play
card?
Bitsball.
I do.
I do.
Because I don't have a PlayStation 2 memory card. I finally bought 10, and I can't play. Like I was playing Tactics the other day. That was cool.
I understand where you're coming from, and it still works for some games, but with the way everything is delivered in microseconds, like all type of information, people's attention spans are so small now. You need a more fast-paced system. They feel, and I feel like that's what they're going for.
I'm not saying that's wrong. I'm
not
not
saying
saying
it
it's
is
going to be a terrible game.
I'm just saying that's probably their reasoning behind it.
Well, and honestly,
and I understand because I played 13, and that was a turn-based, and I still enjoyed that. Not only
and I want to get
visuals
back to
good,
13 because I missed that stuff.
It just
13
wasn't.
Actually felt like paying homage. It felt very.
But it just was so
Lost Odyssey to me.
It wasn't an open world like
But
this
like,
is going to be.
That's the thing, though. How many open world games can you actually commit to, man? Like open
Yeah.
world,
I know.
like
This
listen
one,
to me
everything's
here.
going to get
Just
thrown out the
just because
window.
you love open world doesn't mean every single game has to be open
I know.
world.
I know. I'm not saying
Like most
But
games
that-
Not to
are.
mention,
Most of the
imagine how hard
time.
it is to pump out like that many open world games.
It
Like, and
feels
if it flops
like
in any way, like if it doesn't actually get the critical acclaim that it's supposed to get, you think we're gonna get another one like that? That ain't gonna happen. This
I
better
know.
knock it out of the park.
I'm pretty sure it will.
I'll buy it, and I'm gonna probably play it, but it has to like seriously be like the Division good, like knock it out of the park.
I don't.
I know.
And because I don't know, you not so much, but you play them. Like I would say us three probably with RPGs have. I go balls deep on RPGs. I'll play them for weeks. Like,
Oh no!
Oh,
I
dude, you
did,
can say
I
that for me
did.
too. I have over 700 hours in Skyrim.
well, yeah, good point. Skyrim's a good one, but like I liked Final Fantasy, but it just didn't look good, like a good RPG. It looked fun, but not like endlessly playable many times. Like,
Oh, dude.
unless they really make it better, like
Are you talking about the demo? Dude?
to make the actual game better, more shit to do. Like,
piece. Give you a fucking piece of it.
Yeah,
That's a
but
small
it wasn't
piece.
as good,
That's not even going to
though.
be in the game though. It is good though. You never played it. You just watched.
That's not even
people
fine
play.
tuned. You think they're gonna drop like the legit
No.
shit on us?
No.
There's going to be a lot more shit. Like there's a lot of shit they're holding from us from that demo, and there's actually going to be another demo for the game coming out before its actual release date. Okay, moving on to the actual
Demo before
rumored
demo
release
demo.
date. They are supposed to be making an announcement at an event that they're holding March 30th.
I was just gonna say something. It's like announcing an announcement.
I know, isn't that dumb? But they've got so many things with the
Announcing
remake
a
of 7 now.
revised announcement for an announcement.
Wait,
Before the guy
okay,
comes to
repeat
talk
that.
about
Repeat that one more time.
At least it's something, though. Like, they're having an event that's going to be held March 30th, where they're going to talk about Kingdom Hearts 3,
Wait.
Final
Square
Fantasy
Enix
7
stuff.
remake.
Okay, I was gonna say they were making 7. I saw shit.
Oh yeah,
Final
no,
Fantasy
that's
VII
remake.
definitely been in the works, but they're gonna
Love that
change the gameplay.
And they're going to talk about this game, which they're probably going to release or announce the release date for the new demo that's coming out, which will probably come out that day. We'll be like, it's available now to download, because they do that now. I wouldn't be
Yeah,
surprised.
people don't like waiting when announcements happen anymore.
That's true. That's very, very true, dude.
Like Fallout 4 kind of screwed it for everybody.
True.
Yeah,
You're
I
right.
freaked out for 7 months. I was like,
But okay. They were
Dude.
originally saying that they were going to release in the summer, is what they were shooting for. But the rumored release date is September 30th
Oh, the
2016
demo?
for the full game.
of next.
Final Fantasy
this year.
15.
Final Fantasy 15.
Honestly, if it's not this year, man, like when? Because remember, it's been a different. It's seen
better
lots of
be.
different iterations. Remember, it was 13.2 at one point.
Yeah.
I know. That's why I bought a
Some
PS3. Was because of Versus 13
Yeah.
when it was originally announced. And I was like, holy shit, this looks like Final Fantasy, but like
Oh, the fighter one?
badass.
Versus
The fighter
13.
one.
This is the
13.2. Yeah,
same
that's-
game
that's what
as
I
Final
meant.
Fantasy 15, but they changed it from Versus 13, just the
Okay.
title, to 15.
Okay.
Yeah, not
It's-
13.2. Mike.
well,
And
they
then it
changed the way he
completely
looks a little
changed
bit,
every
too.
fucking thing. Like, I swear to God, like what?
But we have been waiting for this game since like 2010. Like,
I remember when
years.
you. I remember when you first.
no, actually,
got
like
seen-
2008 is
was a
when it was
while, yeah.
originally
Technically,
announced.
didn't they show the Last Guardian like 10 years ago?
That's supposedly.
and then they just showed
supposedly
that again,
coming out
right? And then,
soon.
so who's making that? I can't remember even who's making
Team
it.
Eco, the guy that did Eco and Shadow of the Colossus.
But like, so like, you could always use that as a benchmark. Like, it seems like Sony platform games, the ones that people want, they just don't.
well, that
give them.
one is an anomaly because I don't understand what the fuck is taking that game so long because it still looks like it has PS3 graphics.
Yeah, that definitely didn't look very good.
Eco?
No, The Last Guardian.
The Last Guardian.
Oh, okay.
The E3 of 2015's Last Guardian.
Bird Dog.
Yeah, it really seems pretty,
Yeah.
low res.
I don't know. I think it got canceled at some point, and then somebody bought it up and tried to refinance it.
Well, Kickstarter and GoFundMe stuff has changed the game, entirely.
That's true.
Is
That's-
it for the Wii U or also?
No, this will be for PS4.
Oh, that shouldn't be like that.
But finally, this.
So,
It has to be this year.
okay,
Otherwise,
so if it's this
everyone
year,
will be pissed.
you already said it yourself. You're going to be playing it on the PlayStation 4 platform.
I'm gonna get the PS4.
I can see it coming out on that platform first, and maybe Xbox.
I
and
think.
is
I'm not
there a
trying to break
PC
anybody's
version?
heart here, but I think
Probably there
Final
has to
Fantasy
be.
VII Remake is going to come out PS4 first.
No, I guarantee you it's going to be first,
Because
but it's not exclusive.
it's not exclusive, but
I-
every advertisement only shows Sony.
Well,
shit.
remember though, the actual demo of the game where he's walking up, it says play it first on Sony.
Oh, that's true.
Same with Division.
So,
People that said get it first with Division. You had it a whole day.
Well, no,
before
we're
Sony.
getting DLC first on
And
Xbox
that.
One for Division.
But
Yeah, like
eventually,
there's exclusive stuff on both ends and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
But eventually,
I think
they
15.
both get the same game.
Oh yeah, I think 15 will come out like at the same time for everybody. It better come out this year. That's just a rumor, but it said also in the article that I read that 3 other reliable sources have collaborated that date, and they're reliable sources. I don't know what that means, but it sounds better
Well,
than non-reliable sources,
the
right?
cool thing about that day is this:
Three
guess what?
non-reliable
If you don't hear
Yeah.
nothing by E3 or after, it ain't happening now.
Well, we're hearing something March 30th, whatever that is. Alright, moving on. The Division. Tom Clancy's The Division. Released March 8th and is surprising everyone, including us, right?
Yeah.
What are your guys' thoughts so
Not
far?
best.
What do you like? What do you
It's weird
dislike?
that you don't like those kind of games. It just,
It's not that I don't like them. I'm very picky and choosy when I devote my time to video games, and
Yeah,
kind of
that's
like
cool.
what everybody's been sentiment. Like we're all grown ups with families and stuff. It's
Yeah.
hard to
Yeah.
dedicate time.
I agree.
So like, trust me, like the Division looks amazing, and honestly, I'm glad it's doing well. It makes me happy it's doing well. I was hoping it wasn't going to be another catastrophe like the Street Fighter V or like Halo Master Chief Collection or like
Call of Duty.
whatever damn game you want.
I thought it was going to be like Call of Duty. That's why I was like, I wasn't going to buy it.
like server issues or just not being able to play or just no content whatsoever.
There's definitely weird glitches, but we're still in
And
the
those are
first
funny.
week of launch.
That's still
Nothing
fine.
game breaking so far. I mean,
And
we've
yeah,
been
like the
booted a few
servers are holding
times,
up. I think they've
but-
only been down like a couple of times. That's really not that bad. In
well,
comparison.
no, I mean that's
you know,
necessary.
it
I
tells
mean,
you
you can
though.
only get so much out of a beta. When that thing goes
Right.
live and you have, you know,
massive amounts
you
of
know,
everybody buying
tens of
this game,
thousands
yeah.
of people getting on within, you know, short amounts of time. You know, when it holds up through that, I mean, I expect those things to happen. You know, and I'm not really one to complain if something happens. You know, like the server crashed. Regardless, they're holding up something that keeps our attention for hours. And they're holding it up rather well.
Yeah.
Right. I did hear about one funny little thing that was going on because, like, collision detection, you hit people, you run into people, right? So
Yeah.
there was this like in-game line to queue.
Yeah, no.
I've
At the
seen
very beginning
pictures
of the
of
game,
this.
you're like, there's 1,000 people at this
Right.
one computer,
And that was
Yeah.
the only way you could do it. So everybody was like forming a line
Yeah, and
in game.
There was another thing. Is
that
there
was
a
weird.
motherfucking-
Yeah,
It freaked
right?
me out, dude.
There was another player in a safe house, and he was standing in front of the doorway to leave, and you couldn't go through him. He was blocking everyone inside the safe house.
Yeah, dude.
And like, I don't know if he was just sitting there laughing, like, "Oh, look at these fuckers, dude!"
Dude, I
oh
would
my
be
God."
laughing my ass.
Or
Well,
if
that
he
was
was like
fast.
going
No.
taking a shit or something. But
There's
it was pissing me off.
There's one thing that I've noticed that's actually bit me in the ass 3 times, and that's if you go to take cover at the same time as another person,
Yeah,
you'll both go for it, but one of you is going to get pushed out.
Yeah.
into something.
Now, if you happen to be next to one of like a graphic or just something there, any object, you will get slid right into. You cannot move anymore.
Oh, dude.
And
That's happened to you. That's happened to me.
Wait, so did that lineup thing not happen to you guys when you first got on?
No, it happened to John too.
no, well,
I was pissed.
We were fucking. We bought the game, got home, fired it up, and get that initial shit.
I even
like
told
real quick.
I think it was Brad about it because, dude, it was.
But I figured that
It was
next day was going to
infuriating
be
and
rough.
the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah,
You know,
like seriously,
One
like,
computer, 90 guys, and everyone's like,
and it's just like
It
in
was
the
hilarious.
video
I was
game, you know,
pissed.
like it's like what in the hell is going on?
No,
That's nuts.
that was me. I mean, on. 'Cause I remember I went and I got the midnight release of Cataclysm for World of Warcraft.
Right.
yeah.
And it was my first launch, where I hit it hard with all of the fucking vanilla players and
Right.
everything, and they're just, farming materials was ridiculous because you had 100 people like
Doing the same
in the same area looking for the same fucking thing you are, and if they could, they would stab your eyes out to get it.
Oh yeah.
Like your PvP servers were not for me.
Whoa. So yeah, it's been a while. Maybe go all fucking Keanu on that.
Whoa. Whoa, dude.
I know. Okay, The Division is a shitload better than I thought it was going to be. I've had a lot of bad luck with buying games that I think look badass, and it turns out that they suck balls.
Yep, that's true. That's true. Thank God.
I'm not going to name any names, but but this the story's a little weird with infected money on Black Friday, but it
It's
actually
viable though. That's a
it
good.
is.
good
No,
It's
that
true.
I think the
It
story mode on
seems
this
like
is
it could actually happen.
it is so scary that it just it's like fuck.
Yeah.
This is like how easy like it actually could be to fucking
Yeah, that's true.
just kill everyone off. I mean,
It's interesting to say the least.
So when are you guys gonna start betraying people in the game?
Oh, we already have.
You already do.
We've
hey,
already got
this
rid of
fucking-
it.
you were first. I knew it was gonna be you.
Yeah,
I knew it was gonna be you.
It's like, you
No,
know,
that guy killed him first though, and he came back and he was dead, and he was like, "What the fuck?"
No, you fired the first shot.
I did. I was like,
I
a
remember-
person, and they weren't dying, and I was like, oh, bad idea, and I tried to roll away, and it was just over.
And then
Yeah.
like he came back around and he killed him, and I was like, what the hell? And I went over to go find your body, and dude like came around the corner and just took me out too, and I was like, are you serious?
Yeah.
I was like, I wanted nothing to do with this, and I lost my fucking keys and everything.
I know. That kind of irritates me, because me and Brad were having that problem, was it today?
Well,
When
I
the guys
told
was
him-
fucking with us, we were getting in. No, it was yesterday.
Dude, I would be messing with people too, because there are going to be those people that have been playing and probably already max level, probably already have whatever,
Yeah, there was.
and they're going to troll to know. Like I was doing it tonight on your Smite account. Yeah, I was trolling people hard.
It's true. Well, dude, that's going to come with any game, though. That just comes with the territory. We've actually had more experiences with people in the Dark Zone that weren't killing us
Yeah.
than the ones that have
No,
killed us.
see, and the Dark Zone made me nervous for that very reason. Like, I kind of had the idea that, I don't know, maybe it was like a team-based type thing.
Yeah,
Like the purpose of going in there was to hunt or be hunted.
that's what I thought.
But,
You can group up.
like you go in there and more or less like you're supposed to work together, but they gave that element that, rogue agents,
You could.
they've lost their mind in all the chaos, and now, it's, every man for himself, and
That screenshot, I think it was Hydra that took it. There was like, I think 15 or 16 people all in the one circle just doing jumping jacks. Dude, that's
Yeah,
a lot
dude,
of
I
people
have that-
on one
I have a
team doing
recording
shit.
of that.
Like, that's awesome, dude.
Yeah,
and we were
we're
all
just
just.
waiting
Well, that
for
was all
the
an extraction point. Okay, let's go back. Let's backtrack for a second here. For the people that aren't listening, let's explain what the Dark Zone is. The game is pretty much set up. It is an open world, New York City, and it's set up in two ways. There's two zones on the map. The main map is the campaign, where you can play like campaign and side missions, and there's a lot there. There's 26 or 27 main missions in the story, and I think we've only done like 13.
and there's like fucking encounters and other shit,
or something like
side
that.
shit.
And you level up normally by getting experience by killing people and doing missions, side missions and stuff like that. The max level cap is 30. That's where the campaign and stuff is. The Dark Zone is in the middle of the map, separated from everything else, and that's where PvP takes place. But it also has its own ranking system that also goes up to 30. Your strength level from the campaign and stuff play into a factor in the Dark Zone, but also you can rank up and buy better gear and shit from the Dark Zone. So it technically has 2 layers of leveling up
I know,
on
and
top
the
of each
thing
other.
that has got me excited, I am only halfway to my level cap in the Dark Zone,
Yeah.
and I have exactly enough currency right now to buy a full set of everything.
See, dude, I went in the Dark Zone, and now I went up a level since we played in there last. But I also died a shitload and lost a ranking. So if you die a lot, you can lose your ranking.
Yeah, I noticed that you lose chunks of experience. It's
Or your,
And you
all
lose
your
money.
items. Sometimes you don't always lose your items. Though. There was a couple times I
It's-
kept the shit.
At least it puts an emphasis on sucking.
Yeah, be careful when you do your best.
You got to watch your ass in the Dark Zone. But that's weird. Has any game ever done that before? It's a
There's
PvP
been
within
a
the same
few.
world as the campaign.
Well, like
Titanfall, I guess?
I never played Titanfall, but you could say like Dark Souls kind of. When you die, you lose practically everything if you can't make it back to where you
Well,
are.
technically, there were
And
some bounties.
that kind of mechanic is in this game too. You can go back to where you previously died. And
Well,
get
there are
your stuff.
bounties in the World of oh my goodness, Destiny.
That's
I mean,
true.
we'll remember from year 1. I mean, the bounty to get Thorn.
But there's no real threat of dying except losing that mission. If you die in
Well,
this,
yeah,
There's
that's
definitely
huge.
there's been old Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo games where you lose progression and stuff like that. That you die, lose XP, but it's not the norm. It's definitely much a very niche style of things.
And this game is getting compared a lot to Destiny because it is an open world MMO RPG shooter. Shared
Destiny
world
isn't
shooter.
really open world though. I mean,
It's not, right? See, the areas that
It's
you're
big.
on are big
It's like
open
saying
world.
Mass Effect.
But it's not even.
Yeah.
It's not even that open world. This has more open world. I haven't come to a single spot where if I go out of bounds, it slowly has a countdown that just kills me for no fucking reason. That doesn't happen in this game. That happens in Destiny.
yeah.
You can look over like a hill and look like there's just all this open space so you can go explore, but if you go out there, some random, mysterious, invisible ailment is going to kill you.
Just like that's like
That's one thing I did not like about Destiny. That does not happen.
Dude, that's like going back to World of Warcraft. Like that's been around for how many years? But it's been open world. That's always been that style though, because like if you start off, they're going to go into a zone that you're just going to die.
I think Destiny 2 will fix all the stupid shit that happened with Destiny 1. Now that Bungie has a new CEO that is
Story
more
mode.
focused.
Story.
Yes, and the person, I don't know if you heard about this, but the person that does the stories
Was
for
from
Mass
Mass
Effect went to
Came out
Bungie
of
now.
yeah. Honestly,
So-
I need to rewatch some of these things because I need to know what you guys have talked about.
So, their Destiny 2 will have a story. It remains to be seen how well the story it'll be.
I'm sure
It'll be better than
I'm
this.
not
It's got to
saying, I'm not
tie,
saying
right?
like,
It's
dude,
got to tie into
like-
everything we've just done.
Oh, it will tie into it.
Mass
That's
if
the
Bungie
point.
doesn't make this right, and like I guess that's
Yeah.
kind of vindictive to say make it right. If they don't learn from that mistake that they made with Destiny, don't get me wrong, it's still a massive hit, knock out of the park. But just think of how much bigger of a hit it could have been.
It's
there
true.
was no
if
other
they lived up to their own
blemishes.
expectations.
If
that
they
set
lived up
for
to
everyone
Halo and
else.
exceeded it. Halo was definitely a multiplayer game, but it was still heralded for its story mode.
See, and
Like-
something happened. Like, fuck, maybe there's like a documentary like waiting to be happened from there. Like, what happened originally with Destiny? Because it was supposed to come out in 2013. They changed everything within a year. That's
Right.
why it's fragmented. At least year one Destiny was fragmented.
Well,
Because they were just throwing shit together. They're like, fuck, we need a game! Like,
That's
just
why I didn't
throwing what
really-
they had together. That's
I
why the
didn't really like that.
King fixed a lot of shit. They had more time.
Releasing unfinished games or doing DLC content that's already on the disc, but you still have to pay for it.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
Tekken versus Street Fighter did that from Capcom.
I remember that shitstorm.
Yeah.
Well, dude, they have data miners now that in every game that comes out, they dig through
Yeah.
files and files, dude. Just to see what is already on
Dude,
there.
if Capcom didn't own the properties of Mega Man, I would so hate that.
That's the only thing, and they don't do a goddamn thing with it. And that's the only thing.
Except for re-release 6 games nobody wanted.
Or make a plastic Mega Buster to sell for like $120.
Even though I bought it. Yeah,
I didn't know I bought one too. I have a plush one. Okay.
That dude's awesome.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. But no, yeah, dude, the campaign is a solid experience. There's lots of sustenance there. You can have 4 people in a group, so it's one more than Destiny. So like more people can group up,
which does balance it out a lot easier.
But
you
it also
still
affects,
work with 3.
It affects the
you have
difficulty
that option
too.
of having another.
Well, 4 makes like a whole like pivoting point.
It's easier.
It's
really
true.
have an aspect of view with 4.
Fucking tight shooting mechanics, tight cover mechanics. Granted, there's a few glitches here and there, but we're still early on in this fucking open world MMO type shit.
Whatever the hell it
consoles.
is.
Yeah, whatever you want to call it.
Like seriously, like I don't think there's a genre for it yet. I think games like Destiny and like
you're right.
this Division, I think they're forming a new genre as we speak.
This is also like it's more of an RPG than a shooter, so it's kind of standing out that way too. I mean, I guess there are things like Borderlands.
Borderlands is definitely not RPG, but like the multiplayer aspect.
But it had
wasn't
RPG
PvP,
elements to it.
It was more PvE. You could duel each other, but like it wasn't based on like Borderlands wasn't about the PvP. It was about the PvE. So.
Well, this is touted as an RPG first with shooter elements, and as weird as that sounds, it works. It works perfectly.
I love the upgrading and shit. Like I've always liked that about the Call of Duty's out, but you can only take it so far with Call of Duty.
Being able to craft,
love
I mean, there's always, something better. You're always finding better weapons, new weapons. That being able to upgrade your base of operations, and like do it in your style. I mean, it's kind of linear in the aspect that like regardless everyone's is going to end up being the same result at the end.
Different perks, talents, other shit though, so everyone's different. Like that guy we were playing with earlier,
well,
he had way cool shit.
Well, okay, yeah, but the way you can spec your character, it's not going to be, everyone's going to have something different.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean,
but yeah, you're all going towards the one goal.
Your drone, those are going to be. I mean, obviously, like those are OP as fuck.
What? A drone?
Puppies.
You get a drone? Oh, I thought you meant like a flying drone. I was
That's
like,
not even that
what?
overpowered, dude. Like mine, I think my puppy's retarded. Cause like
you got to just make sure that you get good numbers on like re-roll your gear. Use the fucking.
I haven't unlocked. I haven't fucking.
Tools and
the recalibrator.
Yeah.
And just, I mean, use that and get all of your gear to have secret damage. You'll see overpowered.
But that sometimes lowers your health.
Huh?
Dude, my health, like, there's certain pieces of gears that will lower your health or your damage per second, like, really bad, just to give you 3%, like, better damage to your fucking secret monitor. Like,
oh yeah.
So it's.
Can you change the gear in combat?
Yeah, directly, right? Guns, gear. Well, I don't know if you can in the Dark Zone. I haven't tried.
You have to push start, go to your weapon.
Oh, that sucks. Like
Yeah,
if you had if you could hotkey it to like a directional pad.
Can't do that.
Maybe count on PC.
Like a 1 suit, 2 suit, 3 suit, 4 suit.
Yeah, you can't do it that. But
that would be
sick. Actually, that'd be crazy.
Wait, you can change it.
I wonder if this game's gonna have modding like Fallout 4 is gonna have modding.
That'd be cool.
I hope not.
Is there a PC version of the Division? Yeah. It's definitely gonna have PC mods. That's for sure.
Oh yeah. People will fucking.
That can't be.
But is Ubisoft going to be like Bethesda and bring them over?
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
I guess they're probably going to wait and see how it works.
Probably, that's just what I was going to say. They'll probably wait until.
Have you guys been to Ubisoft
and see
and check?
No. I just really thought about it tonight just because of what we're talking about.
They probably will.
Putting like aspects of combat that would make it easier, changing because like what you would say with what you were talking about, use it for just one mine, switch, throw the mine, switch back.
Yeah,
it breathes life
easier
into the game more. Like I'm still seeing videos about GTA 5 mods that are crazy.
Dude, Grand Theft Auto 5 is still on like the top 5 best-selling games for all platforms, and it's been out for 3 years.
Yeah, and it's still $60 brand new.
3 years.
It's a good game, man. That's a damn good game.
But no, dude, Grand Theft Auto, man, they're Rockstar fucking Dude, they got their niche and like
Yeah.
they got
Yeah, they won.
fuck.
Dude,
Dude,
Red Dead Redemption 2 is probably gonna
Yeah.
go nuts.
They're supposed
I'm
to
stoked for
debut
that one.
at E3 this year. Alright, real quick, let's talk about anything bad that we don't like about the game. Obviously, there's glitches, and we've been booted a few times because of server problems, but it's still early in the game. I don't like the repeated enemies. There hasn't been a
Yeah.
huge variety of enemies.
Yeah.
As we're leveling up,
Same with Destiny though.
well, see now
kind of.
we're getting away from like fighting the same.
There's
You
different
know-
enemies. Those guys in the white suits.
Yeah,
The
as we're
military white
leveling
suits
up,
are
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
finding more badass people.
Yeah.
We'll see now we're like fighting like military.
It's like different
You know,
factions.
like-
But
Yeah,
there's
no
only
one
like
has some
3
type.
groups. There's like the cleaners, and then there's the dudes in the middle, and now the military guys.
The Rikers,
Yeah. Cleaners, the
the
Rikers,
cleaners,
and now these
and
military fuckers.
there's one more.
And there might be another one. So,
And there's still a lot of map that
Yeah,
you
that's
can't technically go to, but your cursor goes all over it, so why put it in if it's not going to exist?
DLC, bro.
So it's
Like
gonna
all
be-
that shit out there. That's. I
Yeah.
mean, we're in Manhattan. You know, there's Brooklyn and.
Well,
and
you're
all
in, you
that.
go to Brooklyn. You go to parts of Brooklyn. Well, no, that's across the river, that's right.
that was in the beginning.
That's true.
And I mean, just like with the game itself,
True.
dude. Like this
Isn't
attack,
it
like
they don't-
like we're going into New York. Like I
some
mean,
sort of answer, something like
like this shit may have spread like through half the country, and
that.
Well, we're right in the fucking heart
I heard
of
it's
it.
just-
The first paid
It's like something
DLC,
evolved through humans.
Exactly.
the
So
first
if you
paid
don't do it,
DLC
what's
that's coming
that?
out is the Underground. So we're gonna go underground, the subway systems and shit. Like what we get to now is not even a fraction of what we're going to be able to get to. And then the second one, I'll have to look it up again. But yeah, there's more shit coming, so that's to look forward to. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. What are some of the
You're
bad
all
things?
playing
that you
on the
guys-
platform that has all the exclusive content first, anyway.
It's true.
I don't know if I have a bad thing so far.
Really?
You should definitely buy a second copy for the PS4 and do comparison videos around.
I'll rent it.
Yeah, that's probably a better idea. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like shit, you wouldn't be able to. You'd have to have a PS Plus.
Oh shit, that's true. One day I will.
how much is that?
I bet you
Just
can get on. I
Xbox,
bet you can
just
get on
go for
eBay
it.
and get it for like $35.
That's true.
I finally tried out the eBay subscription thing. You know how you get
Oh,
on there,
yeah.
you can find subscription cards for like $45.
Uh-huh.
I got one, and it works.
Cool. Huh, that's a sketchy, like, gray area of eBay, man.
yeah, it was, but it worked. It gave me a whole year of subscription.
Well, that's good.
So I saved like 13.
I
I think it was like
accidentally
47. So.
double tapped the purchase button, so I got 2 days.
Whoops.
Like,
Whoops! Like $120.
yeah, I was kicking in the dick. But a non-refundable purchase.
Yeah, it's all digital.
Oh yeah,
This shit's ours, you take what we got. It's like a hooker, you gotta get it.
Anything bad about the division that you've noticed,
Um,
except from the norm from, launched video games that still need some patching here and there?
not really. I mean, I've only dabbled in the Dark Zone. I say I'm making fair progress, on the campaign. But
Do you think the difficulty is too much? I've heard that as a complaint.
no,
Some
no,
things, for
because
certain levels,
in all
yeah.
honesty, like when me and you, we did like 3 back-to-back hard missions, and like I think we were definitely underleveled, but like we both sat and like got real articulate with the way that our characters were laid out. We paid attention to such and such. Then we went out, dude, and we rocked everything. And through all that, we got all this nice shit, and and we put it on, and we didn't really fuck with it after that. We just like, oh wow, we're way stronger now. But we didn't spec our characters, after
Well,
we
we're
got all
still
that shit.
figuring that shit
Yeah.
out, what works best
And
for
if we all pay a lot of mind, like if we all if one focuses on healing, and I mean, a good healer and 2 DPS can motor this game easy.
But we're all fucking damaged.
But we're all damaged.
We're all damaged.
You know,
I still have my healing.
we have our.
Why would you want to play a shooter as a healer?
I know.
They're trying to do MOBA, not MOBA, MMO aspects, World of Warcraft aspects in a shooter, and it's not working.
It is working.
No, it is.
Not
It
with
is
healer
working.
stuff. Like you'd have to have some sort of like way to do something else as well.
Well, that's just between like you and your fire team, really, I guess. Because
you can still be strong.
You can still be strong. You still have guns.
You can self-heal and
but the healers have abilities that heal themselves and other people around them.
Everybody gets the same
like,
tree,
say, being able
and
to
you're
throw out
not
a turret.
Well, I guess this has one broad difficulty then, because it's a true RPG. Like you can farm enemies, right?
Yeah.
You can farm enemies' experience, but they've made it so you can't play a mission, like a story mission, more than once.
Yeah, you can't just
and get experience. Stuff. I know.
You can get money.
You get money, you get gear.
Because there's so much to do.
Once we hit level
that's true RPG too. That's the same way in Borderlands. You complete a mission and it's gone. It's just completed.
Yeah, so if you want, you have to do it first on hard to get the main, like, big beef experience.
Right.
But then you won't be able to do it again. But also, if you play it on normal, you can't play it on hard and get more experience.
Oh, so
I don't really
have
like
difficulty
that.
settings.
Yes.
Oh, you can't. Really? I thought you could. Then why did we?
Right?
That's gay.
That's why.
We didn't get experience that night.
Why we just need to focus.
Let's just do hards then. No more normals.
Let's just keep doing hards. But did you notice that when we hit rank 30, it unlocks challenge mode for each mission, and we get exotic gear.
Oh yeah, you were saying that.
So sexy.
You get exotic guns and exotic gear pieces.
But I do want to go through. I want to do the comm tower on hard.
High end. I'm sorry, not exotic.
Right.
That's close.
Well, let's do that shit. All right. Well, it sounds like we're all pretty unanimous. Good fucking job,
Good game.
Ubisoft. Rest in peace, Tom Clancy.
It's not Uplay. It's Uplay. It's Ubisoft.
You play.
And stop
I said
making
Ubisoft.
fucking Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's switch from Assassin's Creed and just
Oh,
make
dude,
better
that's like
versions of other games.
Also, The Division
Done.
broke records.
Good,
Broke Ubisoft records
You did it.
previously held. I said Ubisoft.
I know it's not Ubisoft. It's Ubisoft.
It's Ubisoft.
It's Uplay, but it's not Ubiplay.
I swear to God, it's Ubisoft.
Oh my god, now
Ubisoft.
It's
Ubisoft.
It's Ubisoft.
It's Ubisoft.
Whatever. Tomato. But it broke sales records previously held by Assassin's Creed
Good.
and stuff like that.
Don't get me wrong, I like Assassin's Creed.
Ubisoft's main franchises were just shattered by The Division. So
Rayman. No shit. Sorry.
it has a bright future, to say the least.
Oh yeah.
Good on you. All right, let's tickle our taints. Good night, everybody.